Hey you guys, it's Preem. I know I'm supposed to be here doing the commentary for Mules, Mammies, and Pygmies. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. Usually when I write a blog, oh please, if you have not been there, go to my blog, oceanofdaughters.com. But usually when I come and do the commentary for my blogs, I usually write notes that I want to make sure that I include some of my notes inside of the commentary. So I haven't wrote the notes yet, so I haven't made the video. I haven't made the commentary. But this right now, what I'm coming to say is, your proximity, black women, to a cursed thing curses you. Your proximity to a cursed thing curses you. And this is going to be very, very touchy. This is going to be very, very painful to hear. But I gotta say it. I have to say it. And I'm going to include some examples that you may not agree with. But it's the truth. I mean, I don't know what more to say. I'm telling you the truth, and you can do what you want with it, really. But should I guess I should explain the curse a little bit. I think that I said some of it about these ancient women and how their sons tried to destroy them in our last video about the nuns. So these ancient women are on earth by themselves. Somebody decides to create a son. She mates with Satan. She has her sons, and then the sons try to kill their mothers. The mothers are weeping and crying. Orisha is up in the ethers, and she is like, look, they fucking my daughters up. Let me go down and try to save them. Now it gets crazier. Now it gets crazier. This Orisha comes down onto the earth, and she goes over to the pale faces. She goes over to the white males. That's why white people exist in the patriarchy. Here is why white people exist in a patriarchy, and we exist in a monarchy, a matriarchy over here. So, the Orisha comes down, and she comes down as a feminine principle. She comes down as the mother, and she decides to go over to the pale faces and give him power. She gives him power and to stop the harm against her daughters, right? I know it sounds crazy, but it's what happened. And if you look around, it's what happened. And if you dating white men, or you dealing with white men, or you married to white men, you know that he knows. You know that he knows, like his spirit remembers that, he owes this debt to black women, because he gains his power from the divine giving it to him, and the divine looked like a black woman. So he knows that in his subconscious mind. White men know that, and that's why white men are, in their subconscious mind, they know that they are in debt to black women, and they pay their debts. Even if they're not in relationships with black women, white men usually are of service to black women alone, right? That's why I said that your connection to a cursed thing curses you. If you are a black woman alone, usually if you're a black woman alone and you're inside this patriarchy of that we live in the United States of America, if you're a black woman alone, you can get some help from White Zaddy. Like, really. And you don't have to be sexual with him. It does not have to be a romantic thing. It's kind of like the welfare that came in and kicked the man out, right? That's a example of White Zaddy offering help to black women alone. Although of course, welfare, if you want welfare, you can get welfare as a family, but we know that niggle bombs, nignogs don't like families. They don't like wives. They don't like children. So they don't have families. So White Zaddy is aware of this, and that's why he gives this help to black women. And welfare is something that services everybody, but black women on welfare, that's white males paying their debt to black women. And every time when you at work, and you got a little business going on, like let's say you got a little you work for a white man, and you got a little business going on, and he might catch wind that you have a business, and then he comes and he wants to invest. This happens all the time. Black women alone can get help from white men, but the key is your ass gotta be alone. You cannot be connected to that fucking curse. But I'm here to tell you why you have to get away from that curse, and exactly how the curse works. Let me turn down what's behind me. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back with some more esoteric knowledge that, and I'm gonna stop saying it sound crazy, because to who I'm talking to, it does not sound crazy. I'm jogging your memory. Because again, we remember how memory works. I'm just jogging your memory. I'm reminding you of what happened. So everyone is on debt. Everyone is in debt. Everyone is in debt to this divine mother. We're all here and we're all in debt because we have all done her a disservice, and that includes black women. Black women being a physical manifestation of this divine mother. You pay this debt by being good to yourself. Okay? That's how you pay this debt to the divine mother. You be good to yourself, you be good to black women, and you be good to your daughters. And I know that sounds easy, but black women are not kind to ourselves, and we're not kind to each other, and we're not good to our daughters. So when we are not being, every strike against a black woman is a strike against the divine feminine. So, she's taking it in her body, and she is further cursing you. So those very catty, nasty black women to other black women who cannot see grace and mercy in other black women, who cannot be kind to other black women, who are not good to other black women, they're being cursed. And when you are good to other black women, and being good to other black women, what I mean by that is, if a black woman is not harming black women or children, you can offer her grace, and you can offer her mercy, and you can offer her a place of solace. That's why when we're talking about divestment, and people want to keep it to ourselves because you don't want other black women to know that they can divest and that it's a better life for them, you're causing a harm to the great mother. And that's why your ass is cursed, and that's why I don't fuck with you. Because I can tell a black woman, I can kind of give her hints, I can kind of, I don't have to tell her flat out, the nigga bums ain't shit and get out of here, but I can at least start about the black community itself is not shit. Right? I can remind her, I can let her know how harmful the black community has been to black women, and then it can click in her head. It can get the wheels to spinning in her head so that she needs to get out of here. And it does not cause me any harm. It does not cause other black women any harm, especially it's actually going to be something that saves her. Right? So anyway, everybody's in debt over here, right? Black women pay that debt by being good to themselves, being good to their mothers, being good to their aunts, and being good to black women in general and black girls. But first, being good to herself. That's the first step in honoring the divine mother for black women, is to be good to yourself. And now that we see who black men are, right? We can't deny it anymore. We can't deny their hate for us. Like, I know that it hurts you to say it, and I know that it hurts you to see it, but you cannot deny the fact that black men do not care as a collective for black women. When I'm talking about black men, I'm talking about, so that we are clear, I'm talking about 90% of black men. So when you come on here and you doing that not all shit, I know not all, but I'm saying 90%, at least 90%. 90% of black men are going to be cruel and is going to harm black women, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You cannot change my mind about this. You cannot move me on this, period. So, with that being said, if I, as a black woman, if I'm still around black men, right? And this curse that I'm trying to get rid of, this curse that I'm trying to get away from, that everybody is living under, right? That everybody is being punished for. Everybody on earth is being punished for this sin against mother, right? And I, as a black woman, am staying around people that I know at a 90% at a 90 percentile rate are going to cause me harm, are going to cause black women and children harm, then that curse trickles down upon me. And I'm going to give you examples, and it's going to be painful to see and hear, but I'm going to tell you a good example, excuse me, a good example of that is Korryn Gaines. Was that her name? Korryn Gaines? Let me look up her name real fast on my phone because I want to get her name right. And peace and blessings upon her. I know that now she is in knowledge, because I believe that when you transition out of here, before you come back and reincarnate, if you are to come back and reincarnate, that you get to see the truth. You get to, her name's Korryn Gaines, but you get to see the truth and you get to see the light. And, you know, once you transition, you in light. So I believe that now she's in light. Peace and blessings be upon her, because she did herself a great disservice here in this realm. And that curse came on her ass, unfortunately. And I'm not blaming her for her death in the way that the niggle bums did, right? Because the niggle bums, everything they do is fucking hateful and fucking harmful. What I'm saying is, as a knowledgeable black woman, knowledgeable about esoterics and knowledgeable about the spiritual realm, she was causing harm to herself as a black woman. She was causing harm to black women in general with some of the things. She was from Baltimore, and she was posting videos about how black women need to be of service to black men. She was a what's this religion? Moor. She was a Moor, right? And let's remember the Moors, right? The Moors, historically, whether African American people are descended from Moors or not, don't really matter to me. Fuck the Moors, right? But I'm gonna tell you what happened with the Moors, and maybe African American people may be descendants of the Moors. I don't give a fuck, because I don't fuck with the Moors. I have nothing for them as a black woman. So the Moors started invading. These black Moors started invading European countries, and as they do, once they got over into the European countries, they said black women was not shit, started trading black women off for sex with white males or European males. This is a strike against the mother, right? The Moors are digging a fucking hole for themselves, right? So they started selling black women off to white males or European males, of course, for sex. Remember, slavery and sex trafficking belongs to black males. That's who began it, right? Niggle bum started that shit from ancient time. That's who started it. So slavery is a debt that he owed, right? That's a karmic debt that he owed, but our attachment to him had us be enslaved, right? Let's get back to Korryn. So anyway, these Moors, they go over into Europe, and they are invading Europe, and they of course are harmful to black women. They start mating with white women and men, because you know they for the most part they be bisexual, right? So they starting to worship white women over the divine feminine principle, which was a black woman. They are causing her harm, and then finally the Europeans ran them out of Europe, and according to some histories, they came to the United States of America. And then Korryn believes that that's who we descended from, right? Which may or may not be true, but if I descended from them, fuck them, right? As a black woman, knowing the harms that they caused against black women, I'm saying fuck them, right? Corinne, however, did not. Corinne tried to convince black women to be of service to these Moorish men and become a Moor herself, and that's where this that's where you think sovereign, when you're talking about being sovereign, it came from the Moors, because the Moors are supposed to be over here and they're not supposed to be American citizens, and they don't fucking put license tags on their fucking cars, and they don't get fucking IDs, and they have babies inside of the fucking kitchen, dirty ass fucking poverty stricken kitchen that black males put them in. I mean, this is the conditions in which these Moors want black women to live under, and this was what Corinne was advocating for. Well, that is a strike against mother. That's a strike against mother, and that's a harm to black women. Okay? That's a strike against mother, and it's a harm against black women, and Corinne was advocating for that. And then when she was barricaded inside of the house that she was barricaded in with a gun, the niggle bomb that was with her, he ran out the house and left her for dead. Took his baby, left her and the baby that she had. She was a mother of 2 sons. That curse of sons ain't no fucking joke. I'm not denying that shit. No, them sons are a fucking curse. If you got sons and you come around me, sis, you gotta do some fucking work for me to believe that your ass ain't cursed, and that your fucking curse will not trickle down on me. But anyway, Corinne was a mother of 2 sons. This niggle bum took his son and ran, left her inside the house, and she was on that fucking more shit that she not a United States citizen and she don't have to follow the fucking rules in this fucking patriarchy that we live in, right? This white male's patriarchy that we live in, right? She didn't have to follow the rules, and then she started shooting, or the police started shooting, however it happened, and she ended up dead. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that her proximity to the niggle bombs, her proximity to that beast caused her death. That's what caused her death. Her proximity to black males. Let's be clear. Her proximity to black males caused her death. The same thing happened, I'm going to name them. The same thing happened with Sandra Bland, right? Sandra Bland was talking that fucking BLM and pro-black bullshit. And when she got pulled over by White Zaddy, whether he heard of it or didn't hear of it, however it happened, her proximity to the beast got her ass murdered. This girl that was a Black Lives Matter advocate, 2 of them. One was killed. She was an African woman, 19-year-old girl, an African woman advocating for apes. Ugh. We're not supposed to be saying apes on this fucking platform, but I hope that because my shows are not live, I can get away with it, right? So anyway, her proximity to the beast. She was an African woman. I know y'all know who she was. She was like 19 years old. She was raped first by a black male. She put that shit on fucking Twitter or Instagram, and then she was murdered. Her proximity to these fucking cursed males cursed her. That Sandra Bland, the African woman, Corinne Gaines. I mean, if you name me a black woman or say her name, I'm gonna tell you how her proximity to the beast got her ass killed. What is Ma'Khia? Peace and blessings upon that baby girl. Peace and blessings upon that baby girl, because I truly believe. I believe that just being in Blackistan as a black woman can cause you harm because you're too close to the cursed ones. You're too close to the cursed ones. And that's why you have to separate from them. You have to separate from them to not let that curse trickle down on you. Even in slavery, African or black, African not good enough for me no more. Like, I don't want that associated with me no more. So, I don't know what to say besides African right now, but those people that were enslaved, and black women were enslaved next to black men, because it's your proximity to the beast, to the ape, that gets you fucking that causes you harm in this realm, and you have to get away from them. And in every way possible. If you got guns, to me, you're probably stuck. At this point, if you can't handle this commentary as a black woman with sons, I don't know what to tell you. Really. So over here, because I don't have sons, so I don't carry that deep love for a son, and I don't have to be attached to one, right? I would advise all black women to get away from black males, period. Especially in what's to come. And listen, let me tell you something. When two men are at war, it is best for a woman to be alone than be on the side of the losing male. Okay? And what's to come in the United States of America is best either for black women to be in the comforts of the white male patriarchy, right? Because that's who wins this, right? Because it just does not happen. Divine Mother then already gave him that. The Divine Mother has already given him that the white privilege that y'all talking about white males have. It was given to him by black women. It was given to him by a black woman. It was given to him by the Divine Mother. The Divine Dark Mother gave him that, right? So that's a gift from her to him. So if you're not able to sit inside of that as a black woman, be on your own. Be on your own. Just now recently, as I decided to phase out of Blackistan, I started traveling alone. When I travel alone, besides, of course, I have to pay for my hotel because I'm planning the trip, so I pay for that. But once I get to where I'm going, and where I go is the majority white males, I don't pay for shit. All I do is show up, and white males all around me run to take care of my bill. You know what I'm saying? They run to take care of my bill because it's safer to be a woman alone than to be attached to a fucking loser. It's more beneficial to be a woman alone than to be attached to a fucking loser. Black women, your proximity to them is a fucking curse. In this week's version of how black men hate black women, we got two things going on. We got Sha'Carri, say her fucking name right. We got Sha'Carri Richardson, and if you listen to my YouTube page, it's not your first time being here. Ghetto black women winning just does it for me. It's just ghetto black women hold a certain soft spot in my heart because that's where I come from. I don't hide that from anybody. So if you want to come over here and you want to call me a fucking hood booger, which ape. Damn it, did I say ape again? Which a fucking niggle bum came over here and said to me like I give a fuck. You're not insulting me by calling me ghetto. Okay, bitch. But that was a message to the apes that come over here and call me ghetto. Yes, bitch. You're right. So anyway, we got two things happening where the niggle bombs are out screaming from fucking rooftops. Actually, if we want to add the bonnets one in there, we got three things happening where the niggle bombs screaming from rooftops that black women ain't shit, and your connection to them makes you look fucking insane, black women. Like the whole, first of all, I talk, I'm gonna stop, but because I don't have many black women friends that I can have these conversations with besides in Divested Zealot Discord. Get your ass over to her fucking Divested Zealot is her name. Get your ass over to her fucking Patreon, because it's a community of a community of divested black women who are, at least you can at least vent and speak your fucking truth. Is how you exist in the world as a black woman who wants no parts of Blackistan. But sometimes I ain't got nobody to talk to, so I start talking to White Zaddy about it. and he has no idea what's going on in Blackistan, mind you. Like he doesn't know what the fuck be going on over here. He thought that a bonnet is just something that you put on your head when you go to sleep. You take it off when you get up. When you get up in the morning time, black women put a bonnet on to go to sleep. When they get up, they take it off. You know, that's it. That's how he views bonnets. That's the ending of that's the ending. He don't think it should be a conversation. He don't know why males on the internet talking about it. Like, he just don't get it. He don't get he really don't get why black males are so fucking into black woman hair. Like, it boggles his mind. Like, it's just like, what? Like, why do they always talk about your hair? Like, what is going on? Because he thinks, for one, it should be more amazing to white men because they don't have the same kind of hair that we got. So it's like, oh, well, what is going on? But like, he just does not get why black men are so concerned with black women hair. And it's just another reason they hate us. You know, it's just another reason that they hate us. So anyway, back to the bonnets. So black women mind their business. They wearing bonnets. Most of the time when I see a black woman in a bonnet outside, I think that she I look at it as I look at it two different ways. I look at it when she's wearing it and she's saying, "Oh, well, this is my culture." I think that it's like her trying to hold on to some blackness in a world that she has to conform in, but bonnets ain't it. Like, black women, especially ghetto black women, you can sit in the fact that you are a black woman without wearing a bonnet. For instance, I wear braids. I wear long braids. In a professional setting, I wear long braids down to my ass, and I wear long nails. And that's my, I guess, that's how if I'm in my subconscious mind, then that's how I have to show up and let you know, like, I'm a black woman. Fucking hear me roar. I'm black. I'm intelligent, and I'm competent to do my job. Then that's how I show up, and that's how I look. A bonnet ain't it though. Like, a black woman can show up and own her blackness and own her divinity and being a black woman and being a trendsetter and not wear a fucking bonnet. Like for me and the Shikaris, it's long nails to us. Long nails, clickety clack, I'm here, right? And that's how we let the world know, like, I'm a black woman and I exist in a ghetto. I have existed in a ghetto black girl aesthetic. But bonnets ain't it. Bonnets, I think that in black women who got a little bit of sense, that's what they trying to do with the bonnets. They trying to let you know, I'm a ghetto black girl and I'm here. I'm in the same fucking room as everybody else. I did what I had to do. Like, you went to college and you got your credentials, so the fuck did I. And I'm here with a fucking bonnet on. And I think that's what some black women are trying to do, but that ain't it, sis. Don't do that. Take that fucking bonnet down. Let your weave down if you must. If you got a weave up underneath that bonnet, if you got locks up underneath that bonnet, if you got long braids down to your ass up underneath that bonnet, take that bonnet off. They see you. Sis, they see you. They know. They know. You don't have to wear a bonnet. And then on the other end, I think that bonnets are for women who wear bonnets all the time. It just don't give a fuck. It's a self-worth thing, and they just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about how they look. They don't give a fuck about how they showing up. They don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about them, because they don't think much of themselves. And that's my piece on the bonnet. But black men, however, the apes are on. You know what? If this ain't get taken down for apes, then let it get taken down. The apes are on this fucking Beyonce Knows internet, because we're gonna get to her in a minute. Is on Beyonce Knows internet saying that black women ain't shit because we wear bonnets. Whether black women be shit or not, that's what the fuck they saying. Then, if that wasn't enough, Sha'Carri just now became the fastest woman in the United States of America, and the apes and the niggle bombs and the nignogs are on the internet saying that she looks like a man. The look like a man thing is a thing for me, because, in case you didn't know, I am pro-natal black woman over here, okay? In case you didn't get it, so we can talk about this another day, but I'm just gonna bring it up right now. These nigga bums, black trans women do not get bottom surgery. They got dicks. They don't let go of their dicks. That's one thing they don't do. That cause nigga bums love their dicks. They don't let go of their dicks. So it's only probably like 80% of those trans women that you see don't have a dick. Like, most of them got dicks. Okay? And black males are fucking them or getting fucked by them or sucking their dick. This is very inappropriate. I hope that the kids are away, but they getting fucked by these trans women or fucking these trans women or sucking these trans women dick, because most of them have dicks. Most black trans women have dicks. And then they kill them and pretend like they did not know that they were men, or they were trans women. They pretend like they didn't know, and then they go and call an actual woman a man. Are these niggle bums dumb? And y'all are still fucking them? Please tell me in the very least. And listen, and the first step one, if you a sexually active woman and divesting, is to stop fucking them. Okay? Stop fucking them. It is crazy. It is ludicrous as a black woman to still be fucking black men. They are disgusting. They are disgusting. And they are irresponsible with sex. They don't want to parent, but they don't want to use condoms. And then they fuck trans and get fucked by trans and pretend like trans are women, and then they want to guilt you and call you transphobic when you say, no, trans women are trans women and women are women. Then they want to guilt you. They go on the interwebs and say that black women are the reason why they cannot date trans like they want to. I mean, black women, get the fuck away from them. Get the fuck away from them. And every single way you can get away from the ape, get the fuck away from them. Because they just so fucking cursed, and it's a danger to be around them at this point. Divine Mother's coming through, and she's being very harsh on us. She's being very tough on black women, and the reason why is because we know better. We know better. Black men don't have to get on the internet and say that they hate us. They've been saying that for a very long time. Nigga bums don't have to wake up in the morning time with a raisinette face and go on the internet and trash Beyonce. I mean, trash Beyonce for no reason for you to get that they don't like you. They on this internet saying that Beyonce knows is a fucking 8 and you be damned to be anything better than her. So we are 2s at best. Okay? I mean, they do not have to get on the internet and say they don't hate you, that they don't like you, because you knew that they didn't like you in fucking elementary school. You knew that they did not like you in elementary school. You knew that they did not like you when they were cruel and mean to you in elementary school. You knew that they did not like you when your own father was sexually molesting you. You knew that they did not like you when they got you pregnant and left you alone. You knew that they did not like you when they were physically abusive. You knew that they did not like you. We know already. They don't have to get on the internet and embarrass us, because we know that they don't like us. So to the rest of the world, the least that you can do is want no parts of them. So at least when the rest of the world is looking at us, they are like, well, the rest of the world don't like them any fucking way. The rest of the world don't like apes any fucking way. And your connection to them is why they don't like you. I honestly think, in my past studies, I honestly think that racism, that the hate for the black race is really the hate for black males. The hate for black males. And because we're connected to them, first of all, we look like them. And I don't mean look like them like look like apes. I mean like we're all black. And then you won't let them go. So it's just like we just all get bumped in together. I said somewhere that to move to towns and move to places where ain't no black people, and a woman with a gun. Listen, I see right through them the mothers of thuns. I see right through them. You can't pull a wool over my eyes, because I don't take ape dick, so they not nothing to me. I don't have a thun. I don't have a connection. I really do think that your connection and your proximity to that beast kind of clouds your judgment, kind of clouds your eyes a bit. That's why black women with sons, they eyes are kind of clouded a little bit. They got a little bit of apeism in them because they mothers are sons. And when I say something about them, they want to defend them in a subtle way. But I see it. I see your defense of your ape sons. So I said that it's best for black women to move away from apes and not be in cities and towns with apes. And she said, see, y'all hate for, this was in a divested space. She said, y'all hate for black men is so ridiculous that you think that you can be somewhere where you don't have to see them. Well, sis, they only 15% of the population. Well, correction. Black people are 15% of the population in the United States of America. Of that 15%, they start black males start declining in numbers at 16. Unlike white males who start declining in numbers, like white people are neck and neck as far as how many women it is to males up until 30. So up until 30, white women are 1-1 with white males. Black women start losing black men at 16. We start outnumbering them at a teenager. So if the black community is 15% of the population, that makes black men maybe 6 or 7% of the population. Sis, I don't have to see 6% of the population. Are you crazy? I can live in this United States of America and barely see an ape. There's cities and there's towns and there's even states and that I can live in, towns and that I can live in where I don't ever got to put my eyes on an ape. What are you talking about? You want me to see your thumb, but I don't want to see him. Let's just say it. Just say it to me, sis. You want me to see your thumb. I don't want to see him. How about that? I don't want to see your thumb. Okay? And black women who don't want to see a thumb nowhere, that is quite possible. You do not have to live around them. You do not have to be around them. You do not have to work with them. You can actually relocate and never or barely see an ape. That's possible. So, anyway, I hope that I got my message, because I didn't, basically I came on here, with a little rant. I went all over the place. But what I wanted black women was to understand is that your proximity to a cursed people cursed you. Your proximity to a cursed person cursed you. And the cursed person was black males. And it looks like this curse is on black people, because I hear especially those fucking apes who act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, but they know. What are they? Hebrew Israelites, right? They've been saying that black people was cursed for a very long time. No, bitch. Black people not cursed. Your ass is cursed as a black male, and them fucking poor ass women who live with you in poverty, they curse for sticking next to your ass. Okay? Alright? So, black women, be careful. And I know, I have a good friend here that I know is listening. And I know that for some black women, it's hard to hear. But, I mean, you really got to get the fuck away from them apes. You really have to get the fuck away from them apes. And I know it is hard to do. Especially if you... Actually, is it really hard to do? No. Like, wait a minute. I know that your connection to them is an emotional one, because it's not really hard to do. It's not like they're really helping you. It's not like if you just decide to stop talking to apes, or you decide to stop talking to niggle bums and black men, that you lose something as a black woman, because you don't. You don't lose anything. It's not like the apes are helping you do anything. It's just your emotional connection to them that you have to let go of. and not be offended when you hear black women like myself speaking the truth about them. If you a black woman with guns, you know, you can't separate from your son. But I think that moving your son into, you know, if I live somewhere and I see a black woman alone, a sovereign black woman, or even a black woman with a white husband, and she might have had a son before she met her husband. So I see a black woman either alone, just her and her son inside of a town that's 90+% white, and it's just her and her son. I know that she's divested, and I could deal with her in a way that I would not deal with another black woman with sons. I could deal with her son, right? I could deal with her son in a way that I would not deal with another black woman and her son, right? Because I know that somewhere in her subconscious mind it's clicked. It's clicked that this son, this little baby boy that she's raising, she's going to try to raise him to not be a terrorist, right? And if I can give her a bit of advice on how to raise him to not be a terrorist, I will. But she has to first come to the conclusion that they cursed, that they are cursed, and her son is cursed. He actually is, and you know how to help him in this realm evade the calamities that's going to befall black men, because it's coming quick. It's coming, and it's coming quick. And a lot of black women, because of their proximity to them, it's going to look like, oh, they're being racist against black people. No. They being racist against them fucking apes. And they gave you a get out of jail free card. They are giving you a get out. I keep on telling you, they're giving you a get out of jail free card, black women in Republican states. They are giving away college for free. I hear everywhere. Black women, if you live in a Republican state, like for instance, I live in a Republican state, a very Democratic city, but I live in a Republican state, and college tuition is free here for community colleges. A lot of the nursing programs that I went to them for free. That was free. CNA, GNA, free medicine aid, free LPN classes. They are giving it away for free. Then free associate's degrees in community colleges. So they're giving you a get out of jail free card, black women. You have to take it. If you're living in public housing or low income housing or any federally funded housing, that shit is federally funded. You can take it anywhere in the United States of America. You do not have to stay in Ape Town, USA. Your proximity to this beast is going to cause you to get your ass burned. And for me and mine, and when I say me and mine, I mean me and my girl daughter. Well, it's only one kind of daughter you can have. It's a girl daughter, but me and my daughter, we're out. And I tell my daughter all the time, I hope that you forget these people, girl. And she laughs, and because my daughter knows that I'm divested, and she is detached from a lot of Blackistan herself, and I'll be telling her, girl, I hope when you go to college that you forget all about these people, and I mean it. I do. I hope that she forget all about them. Like, I hope that nobody can contact her, like no cousins, nobody duns can contact her and try to get her to help them with anything. Like, I hope. Well, the thing about the ape is that once you reach a certain status in your divestment, they know better, right? They know that they can't call, they know that they can't text, they know that they can't email. If it's an ape on the street, he can't talk to you. He can feel it. He can feel in his bones, like, this, I can't even, they still try. They'll still try to talk to you, but they know that it ain't it. Yeah, black women, disconnect from them apes as much as you can. Disconnect from them nignogs as much as you can, sis. Don't take racism as how you used to take it. I think that has helped me deal. Well, Becky, well, actually, Becky ass is irrelevant. Becky really irrelevant. She listen. Black women free. We came into this realm free, and we made the rules. We gave her man some power as a black woman collective, as the divine mother. And Becky is really just irrelevant. It's like Becky and Apes, like, they really belong together at this point. I don't know why black women are still in their feelings about black men dating out. Please go over there and whoop her ass. Let them in a calamity. Listen to how the calamities follow them now. So black women are having children in the 70%. Black women are having children by black men at a 70% single mom rate. They go over there with Becky, and they make Becky baby mamas at a 90% rate. It's the calamities just follow them. They are fucking cursed, and your proximity to them will curse you. So black women, get away. Let Becky have them. Let Becky get her ass beat. Let Becky become a baby mama. Let Becky pay all his bills. Let Becky take care of his ass. If I had a thon, girl, and listen, if I had a thon and he brought a white woman home, you think I'd be mad? I wouldn't think twice about it. At most, if I had a son, I would hope that he raised that I raised a son that won't terrorize black women. That's all. And the most I could expect from my son is to raise him to not terrorize black women. And if that means that he fucking married Becky, then so be it. I wouldn't think twice about it. I wouldn't think twice. So anyway, I think that's all I got for today. I will come back with my commentary on me. I also made another blog. It was too personal. It was Black Women Don't Date. I'm trying to do a commentary for that, but it's so personal to me, and it's so touchy, because black women should be able to date even if they are single mothers. But that ape, y'all still dating black men, so you can't date. Y'all still dating black men, so you can't really date as a black woman who's a mom, because you just putting your child in too much danger. You put your women, your girl children are just gonna be, well, they molest girls and boys at this point. I mean, just, if you're a black woman and you dating black men and you got children, just don't date. But I wanna do the commentary on that, but I really need to meditate and get in a good space where dark mother not coming out as often, and instead I'm on a lighter side of things and dealing with that conversation. Mules mammies or pick me. I'll come back with that commentary soon, probably before the month is out. But that single mothers do not date, that's gonna take some time, and if you're waiting for it, I'm sorry. I want to be as gentle with that message as I can be, because I want you to hear it. Like, some things you're gonna come on this channel and you're not gonna be able to hear it, and I understand it's not gonna be for your ear. But if you a black woman with a child, you have to hear me say do not date, and you have to listen. It'll save your children. It'll save your daughters. It'll save your sons. It'll make him less ape. It'll make, if you really don't date as a black woman and you have children, it'll save your daughters and it'll make your sons a little less ape. And I want to be very responsible with that message, and I want to be, and I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it, and I want you to let it resonate in your spirit. So, I'll come back with that commentary one day. And I'll be back with Mammies, Mules, and Pygmies soon. Black women. If you have any questions, or you want any advices, oh, I should make an email, right? Oh, wait. I have an email, oceanofdaughters@gmail.com. If you have any questions or you want any advice, you can email me at oceanofdaughters. Same way spelled on YouTube, oceanofdaughters.com, oceanofdaughters@gmail.com. Because I know that you might want to say some things and you don't want to put it in the comments because the nigga bombs in the comments. And if you hear in these fucking comments, you fucking lazy ass nigga, this not for you, bitch. This not for you, okay? And what the fuck you need to do is worry about getting up out of your fucking mother basement before you fucking murder her ass, okay? Because I know that's the fuck you're there to do. I know that you're there. You're at your mother house in the fucking basement, fucking self-loathing, right? Becoming the demon that you are, and you will soon murder her, okay? And you need to be right about trying to suppress that demon. Okay, you need to be worrying about how you can get that demon up out of your ass instead of being over here trying to insult me, bitch. Okay, you need to what you really need. You know what? This is going to a message to the niggle bombs because sister, and they be over here and they be saying some fucking crazy shit. Somebody be over here talking about all black women good for is putting babies in, and all you fucking apes are good for is nothing. Okay, what you thought I was gonna say was really tell you what you're good at, and it's nothing. Okay, and that's that. So you need to get your ass off of this fucking this over here ain't what you want, because I ain't got my fucking thing. I have zero sympathy for apes. None. So get your ass away from here. Go somewhere else to people who will let you talk and speak in their fucking lives and shit. And let you try to explain yourself. But over here, bitch, this ain't it. And if you comment over here, bitch, I at first would comment back and tell you that you ain't shit, but I'm not gonna do that no more. I realize that our very essence is what keeps you alive. Our very essence is what is keeping you alive. If black women really decide to take their hands off of your ass, you're as good as dead. And you can ask White Zaddy about that. And you can ask White Zaddy will really keep him from fucking massacring your ass. Ask around. Because while you on the internet talking about bonus and shit, White Zaddy, and trust me, ask me, and trust me, while you on the internet talking about bonus in this motherfucking comment section, bitch, White Zaddy reading 50 fucking books on the fucking art of war. Okay? While I'm trying to get White Zaddy to watch movies with me. I'm trying to get White Zaddy to fucking relax a little bit with me. And White Zaddy reading fucking 50 books on the fucking art of war and fucking stockpiling weapons. Get your ass off of this fucking Facebook, this fucking YouTube page, bitch. Get your stupid ass off this fucking YouTube page. This ain't it. I don't have no smoke for you. I know that you apes think that black women want to fight you. I don't have no smoke for you, buddy. I know who got the smoke for you. I know where I need to be at. If you really want a war, I know where I need to be at to give you the war that you want. And it ain't with me. The war can be with me, but I tell you, I won't be fighting in it. I tell you that. You got that? While you over here, you can have all the war and all the smoke that you want for me, but I tell you, I won't be fighting in it. I'm gonna be sitting my fine ass down. I'm telling you that now. I'm gonna be sitting my fine ass down while White Zaddy handle my light work. Okay? So that's that for the apes. Black women, I love you. And really just get away from them. Just see how I just now went off on them. Like, don't get no ape fucking energy like that, especially in being in the same spaces as them. You're keeping them alive, really. The minute you take your hands off of them, it's over for them, literally. Why is Eddie just waiting for you to say go? That's all. Literally just waiting for you to say go. So anyway, have a good one. I'll post this in a little while. And I'll be back later. Love you guys so much. Bye bye.